discuss to you about properties of operations. We hope that you will learn from this video. Now, as a student, we have to dream big. And to achieve this dream, we have to set goals and take action. For our lesson, if we want to understand it, we have to set objectives. And these objectives are the following. So first, we have to illustrate the different properties of operations on integers. Second, apply the concept of different properties on operations on integers in real-life situation. And third, we have to value accumulated knowledge as means of new understanding. Let us have this first task. So complete the table below by filling in the sum of each mathematical sentence. So the first one we have here, 7 plus 2 is equal to blank, and 2 plus 7 is equal to blank. So the answer for question number 1 are both equal to 9. Now for question number 2, we have 4 plus 0 is equal to blank, and 0 plus 8 is equal to blank. So the answers for question number 2 are 4 and 8. Now for question number 3, if you have noticed, there is a grouping symbol for the given question. So if there is a grouping symbol, before we simplify it, we have to follow the GEMDAS rule. So it means that we have to simplify those terms inside the grouping symbol. So for question number 3, we have 5 plus the quantity of 2 plus 7 is equal to blank. And the quantity of 5 plus 2 plus 7 is equal to blank. So first, we have to simplify 2 plus 7. And 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. And 5 plus 9 is equal to 14. So in question number 3, we have 14 for our answer. And second question, we also have 14 because 5 plus 2 is equal to 7 and 7 plus 7 is equal to 14. So we have 14 as our answer. Okay? Now let us have the second part. Complete the table below by filling in the product of the given mathematical sentence. So let us have number 4 question. We have 3 times 9 is equal to blank and 9 times 3 is equal to blank. So the answer for this question are both equal to 27. Now for question number 5, we have here 23 times 1 is equal to blank and 1 times 19 is equal to blank. So the answers for question number 5 are 23 and 19. Now for question number 6, we have 0 times 15 is equal to blank and 41 times 0 is equal to blank. So the answers for question number 6 are both equal to 0. Now, let me ask you, what do you notice with the given mathematical sentence in our task? So take a look with question number 1. So we have here 7 plus 2 is equal to blank and 2 plus 7 is equal to blank. So the sums are both equal to 9. And if you notice, the position of the addends in these two mathematical sentences interchange, or the order of the addends interchange, but still the sums are both equal to 9. Now for question number 5, we have here 23 times 1 is equal to blank and 1 times 19 is equal to blank. So in this question, we multiply the given numbers by 1. And if we multiply the given number by 1, the product is still the given number. Just like we have 23 times 1, which is equal to 23, and 1 times 19, which is equal to 19. So why is it that we are taking seriously the position and the factors of this given mathematical sentence? We will discuss about properties of addition and multiplication. So what are these properties? So let us start with the closure property of addition. So in symbol, the closure property of additions means that for any integers a and b, a plus b is an integer. So it means that this is closed for addition since the addends are integers and the sum is also an integer. So for example, we have here 10 plus 18 is equal to 28. Second, we have 16 plus negative 29 is equal to negative 13. And third, we have negative 8 plus negative 7, it is equal to negative 15. So take note that all of the addends here in our given examples are integers. And all of the sums are also integers. So it means that if the addends are integers and the sum results to integers, it shows closure property of addition. Now, we also have closure property of multiplication. So in symbol, for any integers a and b, a times b is an integer. So it means that this is closed for multiplication since the factors are integers and the product is also an integer. So let us study these examples. We have 8 times 7 is equal to 56. Second, we have negative 9 times 6 is equal to negative 54. And third, we have negative 3 times negative 5, it is equal to 15. So all of the factors are integers and all of the products are also integers. So it means that these examples show closure property of multiplication. We have the second properties. So we have the commutative property of addition. So in symbol, for any integers a and b, a plus b is equal to b plus a. So it means that the order of addends will not affect the sum. So let us study the following examples. We have first, negative 4 plus 8 is equal to 8 plus negative 4. So there is changing position of the addends. But even though the addends interchange, still the sums are equal. So we have negative 4 plus 8 became 8 plus negative 4. But still, the sums are both equal to positive 4. Okay, second example, we have here negative 6 plus negative 10. And it interchange, we have negative 10 plus negative 6. So there is a change in position of the addends. But still, negative 6 plus negative 10 is equal to negative 16. And negative 10 plus negative 6 is also equal to negative 16. So it will not affect the sum. Third, we have 8 plus 9 is equal to 9 plus 8. So there is the change in position of the addends. So, but still, the sum are both equal to 17. So these are commutative property of addition. Now, we also have commutative property of multiplication. So in symbol, for any integers a and b, a times b is equal to b times a. It means that the order of factors will not affect this product. So examples, we have 9 times 7 is equal to 7 times 9. So even there is a change in the position of the factors, still the products are both equal to 56. And also with the example letter B, we have negative 9 times 6. It is also equal to 6 times negative 9. Third, we have negative 2 times negative 17. it is also equal to negative 17 times negative 2. So there is the interchange of the position of the factors. Even there is interchanging, still the products are equal. They are both equal to positive 34. Now, let us have the third properties of addition and multiplication. So, we have the associative property of addition. So, in symbol, we have this. For any integers a, b, and c, we have the quantity of a plus b plus c is equal to a plus the quantity of b plus c. So it means that there is a change in groupings of the addends. And if there is a change, it will not affect the sum. So examples, we have here the quantity of 4 plus 8 plus 2. It is equal to 4 plus the quantity of 8 plus 2. So on the first one, we have the grouping which is 4 plus 8. On the other side, we have the grouping 8 plus 2. So there is a change in groupings, but it will not affect the sum. Still, the sums are both equal to 14. And also with letter B, we have 6 plus the quantity of 6 plus 3. It is also equal to the quantity of 6 plus 6 plus 3. So there is a change in grouping. The first one is 6 plus 3 and the second one is 6 plus 6. So even there is a change in groupings, still the sums are equal. So they are both equal to 15. Now for the third example, we have the quantity of negative 8 plus 9 plus 7. It is equal to negative 8 plus the quantity of 9 plus 7. So it shows associative property of addition. And of course, we have also associative property of multiplication. So in symbol, for any integers a, b, and c, the quantity of a times b times c is equal to a times the quantity of b times c. So it means that changing the groupings of the factors does not affect the product. So let us have example 1 or letter A. We have 9 times the quantity of 4 times 7. It is also equal to the quantity of 9 times 4 times 7. So there is a change in the groupings of the factors. The first one we have 4 times 7 and the other part we have 9 times 4. But still, the products are equal. We have letter B. The quantity of negative 2 times 6 times 3 is equal to negative 2 times the quantity of 6 times 3. So again, there is a change in the groupings of the factors. The first one we have negative 2 times 6 and the second one we have 6 times 3. But still, the products are equal. For letter C, we have 2 times the quantity of 7 times 5. It is equal to the quantity of 2 times 7 times 5. So again, on the first one, we have the grouping which is 7 times 5. On the second part, the grouping is 2 times 7. So there is a change in groupings, but still, it will not affect the product. Okay? And that's associative property of multiplication. Now, let's have another properties of addition and multiplication. So we have the identity property of addition. So in symbol, for any integers a, we have a plus 0 is equal to a. It means that the sum of any number and 0 is equal to the number itself. And of course, the identity element of addition is 0. Because when we add 0 to any number, the sum is equal to the number itself. For example, we have 4 plus 0, it is equal to 4. 0 plus 13 is equal to 13. And negative 25 plus 0 is equal to negative 25. Now, we also have identity property of multiplication. So, in symbol, for any integers a, we have a times 1 is equal to a. So, it means that the product of any number and 1 is equal to the number itself. And we have the identity element of multiplication, which is 1. So, for example, we have 4 times 1 is equal to 4. Negative 2 times 1 is equal to negative 2. And 1 times 5 is equal to 5. Now, we have additive inverse property. So, in symbol, we have for any integers a plus negative a is equal to 0. So, it means that the opposite of the given integer is called its additive inverse. So, the additive inverse of a is negative a, or vice versa. We are given negative a, the additive inverse of negative a is positive a. And the sum of a number and its additive inverse is 0. For example, we have here 4 plus negative 4, it is equal to 0 because we are adding 4 to its additive inverse, negative 4. Next, we have negative 9 plus 9 is equal to 0. So, we have negative 9. The additive inverse is positive 9. So, if we add negative 9 to its additive inverse, the sum is 0. Third, we have 25 plus negative 25. It is also equal to 0 because we add 25 and negative 25. And negative 25 is the additive inverse of 25. Now, we also have multiplicative inverse property. So, in symbol, for any integers a, we have a times 1 over a is equal to 1. So, the reciprocal of the given integer is called its multiplicative inverse. So, the multiplicative inverse of a is 1 over a, or vice versa. The multiplicative inverse of 1 over a is a. So, it means that the product of a number and its multiplicative inverse, it is always equal to 1. So, for example, we have 4 times 1/4, it is equal to 1. We have negative 2 times negative 1/2, it is equal to 1. And 1/5 times 5, it is equal to 1. Now, let us have zero property of multiplication. So, we only have zero property of multiplication. So, what do we mean by this? In symbol, for any integer a, we have a times 0, it is equal to 0. So, it means that any number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. So, for example, we have 0 times 45, it is equal to 0. Negative 37 times 0, it is equal to 0. And we also have distributive property of multiplication over addition. So, what do we mean by this property? So, in symbol, for any integer a, b, and c, we have a times the quantity of b plus c is equal to a times b plus a times c. So, it means that adding first before multiplying or distributing the factor to each addend will give the same result. For example, we have here 5 times the quantity of 3 plus 9. It is also equal to 5 times 3 plus 5 times 9. So we distribute 5 to each of the term inside the parentheses or multiplication symbol. So even if we distribute 5 to each of this term or number, still the sums are equal. So here, 3 plus 9 is equal to 12. And 5 times 12 is equal to 60. And for this one, we have 5 times 3, which is equal to 15, plus 5 times 9, which is equal to 45. And 15 plus 45 is equal to 60. So still, the sums are equal. Now, let us have example letter B. We have negative 8 times the quantity of negative 3 plus 6. So it means that in the distributive property of multiplication over addition, we will distribute multiplying negative 8 to each of this number. So we have negative 8 times negative 3. So we have here negative 8 times negative 3 plus negative 8 times positive 6. So we have negative 8 times positive 6. So we distribute negative 8 to negative 3 and negative 8 to 6. So even if we distribute it, still the sums are equal. So let us simplify. Negative 3 plus 6 is positive 3. And negative 8 times positive 3 is negative 24. Now, for this one, we have negative 8 times negative 3 plus negative 8 times positive 6. So, negative 8 times negative 3 is equal to positive 24 plus negative 8 times 6 is equal to negative 48. So, positive 24 plus negative 48 is equal to negative 24. So, they are both equal to negative 24. So, it shows distributive property of multiplication over addition. To understand better the properties that we have discussed, so let us answer this task number 2. Complete the following to make the statements true, then give the property applied. So let us have number 1. 18 plus blank is equal to 10 plus 18. So what should be the number in this blank so that it will show property for multiplication or addition? So the answer for question number 1 is 10. So we have 18 plus 10 is equal to 10 plus 18. So there is a change in the position of the addends. So it means that the property applied for this statement is the commutative property of addition. Now for question number 2, we have 16 plus blank is equal to 0. So what number should be added to 16 so that the sum will be 0? And what property will be applied for this statement? So the answer for question number 2 is negative 16. Why negative 16? Because if we add a number to its additive inverse, the sum is always 0. So 16 and the additive inverse is negative 16. So 16 plus negative 16, it is equal to 0. And the property applied is additive inverse property. Now for question number 3, we have negative 8 times 9 is equal to blank times negative 8. So the answer will be 9. And if you notice, there is a change in the position of the factors. Even there is a change in the position of the factors, still the products are equal. So therefore, the property applied for this statement is the commutative property of multiplication. Now for question number 4, we have 9 times the quantity of 7 plus 3 is equal to blank plus 27. So what do you notice? In the second part, we have 27 and 9 times 3 is equal to 27. So what should be written in this blank? So we have 9 times 7, which is equal to 63. Okay? And since 9 is distributed to 7 and 3, so the property applied is distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay, for question number 5, we have here 1 over 7 times blank equals 1. So what number should be multiplied to 1 over 7 so that the product is 1? So the answer is 7. And since 1 over 7 is multiplied to its reciprocal, so the property applied for this statement is multiplicative inverse property. Okay? I hope you understand the given sample for task 2. So let us have this example. Identify the property used in this situation and express the statement in mathematical form. So we have here, Mrs. Santos buys 3 buko pies and 5 cassava cakes for 220 pesos each. So how much money will she pay for the delicacies? So what should be the property used in this situation? So we may use the distributive property of multiplication over addition. So why? Because it says in the problem that Mrs. Santos buys 3 buko pies and 5 cassava cakes. And for this, each of the delicacies is 220 pesos each. So how are we going to express it in mathematical form? So we will have 220 times the quantity of 3 plus 5. So using the distributive property of multiplication over addition, we will arrive with 220 times 3 plus 220 times 5. And simplifying it, we will have 220 times 3, which is equal to 660, plus 220 times 5, which is equal to 1,100. And 660 plus 1,100 is equal to 1,760. Now, how much money will she pay for the delicacies? So, we have 1,760 pesos. Thank you for watching and learning with me. Stay safe and God bless. But don't forget to view, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.